Chair 4, what do you bring to the table? It does not seem like much. Also, you are a 5 on the attractiveness scale of 1 to 10. You won't answer because you do not have much to offer. Neatard.
Please.
That is objective.
And that's why you're behind the screen and I'm in front of it.
Oh shit, Pasty George.
Bye.
Behind the
Bye.
screen.
Why don't
Oh
you come
shit,
in
she
front
got
of the
you,
screen?
Pasty George.
Why don't you come? Yeah, did you get
Oh,
paid
shit.
for your looks ever in your life?
Actually,
I don't think so.
he's a very handsome guy.
Okay, well, he needs to get his
He's very
eyes
tall,
checked.
very handsome.
Couldn't care less.
Huge penis.
Could not. How would you
do you
know?
know that?
How would you know? Couldn't care less.
Wait.
He just has big dick energy, you know?
I am.
Is there something you need to tell us?
Yeah, right.
Is this
coming
like
out
a...
right now?
Huh?
Wait,
You're
I
right,
have a
I'm gay.
question. Has
How did you
anyone
guys know?
ever noticed how blue Brian's eyes are?
Wow.
Is there
Has
something you
anyone
need to tell us,
Beautiful.
Brian?
Look.
They are blue.
But I feel like they were more blue when he was younger.
It's true.
Can we see a picture?
I like how you segue.
They've become colder
Can we
as
see a picture?
I've aged. Just wait a little bit, Felicity. I know you're trying to goon over my young pictures or whatever. Just wait, okay? We'll get to it later.
Look, I've been I was bullied, okay? Like since I was a child. Like
Well, let's not
severe-
trauma dump. Let's talk about the table thing.
No, but I'm just saying, so like this is not new to me. Like your opinion is totally cool and fine. You can think however you want about my outward appearance, but like I don't need anybody's validation for how I feel about myself. Period.
I see. Okay. But you also didn't like the question, what you bring to the table.
Yeah, I don't like that.
What's wrong with that? What do women bring to the table is my question. I can think of things, but I'm curious what you guys think.
You want our children, apparently.
Yeah.
You've been talking about
Thank
that
you.
for like the past.
Quiet back there, please. I know it's not your fault, but you guys don't be whispering back there, fucking and shit. No, I didn't mean it like that. I said fucking, and I didn't have anything to follow it up with. All right.
What
So-
do women bring to the table? Is that like a legitimate question right now?
What does
Pretty funny.
anyone bring to the table?
We literally are the portals to life. You know that you would not be in existence right now without one of us, correct?
Yes, I'm aware.
Like,
I'm aware.
period.
What is the table?
What
The
kind of a
table's the
question is that?
relationship?
No, but I'm a little bit confused. So you, like, for example, she doesn't want to have kids.
Okay.
She's
fine.
in a relationship. She doesn't plan to have kids at any point. I assume she brings something to the table for her boyfriend to want to be with her, unless she is the table. I
Sure.
don't know. But like this idea that women, like that's the ultimate defeater. Women have children. Are they? First off,
No, that's not
Are
the
women actually doing a good job of having children?
Do you want to be in a relationship with a woman and why?
Well, it's, what?
Do you want a man?
Do you want a man or a woman? And why would you want a woman?
I guess he's
Wait, what?
he's asking for like what positive traits do you bring?
Not-
to a
Aside from
relationship?
childbirth?
Yeah,
But
like
hold on.
personality
Pause. Wait.
traits.
Do you want a man?
No, I'm straight.
Wait. So then what?
Are you straight?
Yeah.
Is anybody here like
So-
bi or anything? Just curious. No. Okay.
Women clearly.
But okay, so here's a better way to
Yeah,
put
I
it.
can articulate
No, here's
it,
a better
but-
way to put it. What positive characteristics do you have as an individual that you could bring to a partnership?
Well, really quick before you answer that question,
Okay.
you said like this: women bring children, but okay, how about like when a guy is dating an 18, 19-year-old, 20-year-old woman, there's not an expectation that she get pregnant anytime soon. So it's like, what is a woman bringing to the table beyond just children?
Femininity, nurture,
Okay.
loyalty.
exactly, loyalty.
Intelligence.
Thank you. Intelligence, intellect.
Wait, also men bring...
Guidance,
Men can
insight.
bring these things too.
No. I was gonna say men. It's like you need men to have children also.
Intuition.
So men would bring that to the table.
Intuition.
Yeah.
Into like spiritual intuition. Once again.
Really?
Yes.
Women bring intuition.
Absolutely.
Wait, let's test this out. Of
course.
Who here has dated a bad guy? Show of hands. Bad guy.
Yeah.
Abuser.
Yeah.
Narcissistic. Psychopath. Sociopath.
Some would say. Someone
Oh
said.
no, I feel like every girl has like I dated a narcissist story.
I mean, that doesn't.
that
mean-
intuition.
Yeah,
Where was
that-
intuition.
It doesn't negate intuition.
Thank
I
you.
mean, I think
Thank
you
you.
can see signs when you're younger and also ignore
Eh.
those signs at the same time. And then when you're older, you learn not to ignore the
But,
signs.
how is a man going to benefit from your intuition? Like, what
do you mean?
how does that benefit your partner?
She has an intuition that he
making
should
life
not date her.
making life choices.
I mean, I'm
having
not saying, I'm
a
not saying
partner,
you can't have a great intuition. I'm saying, like, what? Okay.
having a solid support system. Why are the majority of men dealing with loneliness, with higher suicide rates?
But how is your intuition going to help that?
Because you are bringing something that a man does not innately have. That's
Men don't
why.
have an intuition?
They operate from a different operating system. They have more logic. We have more spiritual, emotional intuition. That's my take. That's my take. That's my take.
I don't know. I mean, I know
look.
plenty of women that are like, I'm not spiritual. I don't believe
That's
in all
fine.
that. So that doesn't apply to every woman. Are you talking about yourself?
I'm speaking, of
Okay.
myself. Yeah.
Ultimately, though, look, if women can ask men what they bring to the table, that's fine. I think it's fine when men ask women what they bring to the table. I think the difference is that men tend to better answer the question.
What do you bring to
Yeah.
the table?
Answer the question then. How did I
How
not
about you answer the question first, then?
Blue
I'll
I did
eyes.
answer your question.
I thought you hated the question. What you bring to the
Oh,
table?
what I personally, I just answered the question for
What do you
myself.
bring?
What do I bring to
Yeah.
the table? Yeah, sure. I'd be happy to go into that. So, I mean, I think people bring all kinds of different things into a relationship. I think, yeah, I know. I'm going to get to that. So, I think that obviously both men and women care about looks. We care about personality. We care about certain things. So, looks wise, I think I'm pretty average looking, but I think I do have one or two things in my favor. I'm tall, 6'1", blue eyes. That's probably positive characteristics on looks. But again, average looking guy. Don't think it's like most of what I'm bringing. The other thing I bring, though, is in terms of my success, I'd probably put myself in top 1%, well, I guess, are we using percentile or percent? Top 99 percentile in terms of my success. This would mean that I am more so looking for more traditional dynamic. So whoever I'm with, never have to work a day in their life. Everything will be taken care of. Not to say that I don't have any expectations of a woman. I definitely do. But everything will be taken care of. You might not value that, but there are plenty of women who highly, highly value that. And then the other thing I would say is I have my head on pretty fairly straight. Don't drink, don't do drugs, don't smoke, don't gamble, don't really participate in any vices. Some women might not care about that, but I have my head on fairly straight. So
All I'm hearing is money and no addictions.
And
So
height.
what else?
oh yeah, I'd say I'm massive amounts of ambition. I'm very creative.
Hardworking.
What's that?
Hardworking. I've heard you say that before.
Yeah, I'm very hardworking, very ambitious. I'd say I'm generally pretty good leadership.
Can I ask you a question? How much of your personal success can you attribute to a woman?
I don't really understand the question, but
Are you saying
zero?
Zero?
I guess.
So your
I don't-
mom having you, raising you, caring for you, you would say that contributed nothing to who you are today. Is that what you're saying?
You've totally shoehorned in this. I mean,
No, I'm
your
just
question is
asking.
completely incoherent. You're talking about my success with my business.
I'm
in terms of
saying-
my hold on, your argument is incoherent, and I'll explain why. So, and you wanted to do this like straw man, basically. So,
What do you mean?
You wanted to do a little gotcha there. I see what you're doing.
No, I didn't.
No, I'll explain
I
it.
just genuinely
You
wanna
said
know.
how much of your current material success is related to your mother.
Not
So-
material, just personal success in general. Just
Well,
all
then
of
I
the
would
things that
have
you
to say that
described.
your parents are like probably the number one influence on your life. So
Okay.
then, but you wanted to not make it about my parents or my mom. You wanted to make it about women in general. So my parents raising me would entail both my mom and my father.
Fair, okay.
Okay, but you're trying to do
So
some gotcha.
50% of
well,
that?
your mom's a woman. So, but however,
Did you interpret it that way? Because that's not.
that's exactly how I interpreted it.
Okay, well,
And also, I don't see how it's relevant. How is it relevant? Like, yes, I'm prepared to sit here and say, yes, both my mom and father shaped me and
That's all I'm
helped
asking.
craft me. And
That's all I'm asking.
but I mean, a lot of it is also like I'll give them props. Like, had great parents, wonderful parents, but I also believe in having my own agency, and I would
Sure.
attribute my success to look. I had wonderful parents. They brought me into the world. They raised me. They took care of me. Still fantastic relationship with my parents. They're great. Love them. But like in terms of, I don't even know how to quantify this. My parents didn't give me $1 million loan.
Okay.
You know, like Trump did. I'm self-made.
Okay.
And so perhaps, I don't know, how do we extend this to any other? So then by this logic, anybody who's ever successful ever, what percentage do we attribute that to their parents? I don't know how to.
I mean, yes, we all came from someone. I don't. What was the point?
That was sort of my basic
Also, even
point.
if you had shitty parents, that can motivate you. Okay, my dad's an alcoholic. I'm never going to touch alcohol. I'm not going to ever have a sip of alcohol. My dad was, my mom, she was abusive, and I used that pain as motivation to become rich.
Okay.
So I don't really understand that. I don't know. I just don't
I
understand
mean,
the question.
the conversation's been totally derailed. We're talking about what
Yeah,
you
I
bring to
know.
the table.
Yeah,
and you said what you brought to the table, and it was like,
Yeah,
well, all
I don't
I'm
know why.
hearing is blank.
Yeah, I don't know what
It was
that-
kind of like belittled your reasons. Oh, all I'm hearing is that you have no addictions and that, or
I
whatever.
didn't say that. I said
Someone
your
said
reasons
that.
are your reasons. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, I'm just trying to. There's obviously like, I don't know if you guys want me to just like list some of the givens. Like, I don't know, I like treat my girlfriend well and like will care about her and love her. Like, but I feel like that's just like it's not even worth saying. I'm trying to think of specific things outside of just like the bare minimum givens. Like, so I don't know.
Well, you just listed your positive
Yeah,
characteristics.
you
There's
answered-
probably other.
so you
I'd
answered
say
the
like
question.
I'm like maybe a 6 or 7 on the funny scale. But sometimes my humor is like
That was funny.
some people, humor is kind of a. Some people might think I'm like fucking cringe, but I think I'm probably like slightly above average when it comes to humor,
Silly
and like
guy.
women value humor. So I don't know. What do you bring to the table? You asked me what I bring to. What do you bring to the table?
I know how to communicate.
Okay. I feel like that's just like given though.
No, it is not. It is not a given.
Well, no.
I am very emotionally intelligent, and I'm also intelligent, period. I
Have you
have
taken
ambition.
an IQ test?
Sorry?
Have you taken the IQ test?
No.
No. Okay.
Half of those were like fake. Bull.
Okay.
I am a very nurturing person. I have a lot of goals and ambition. I
that's
am
what you
a
bring to the
very-
table?
Yeah.
You're
I'm
really-
a very,
you
Hold
said,
on.
though.
I'm
You
a
have
very caring.
Yeah, that can be a pro for men. When you say you have goals and ambition, you're talking about your career, right?
I'm talking about wanting to make, like, what is your question? You're not
No,
making
when you say
sense.
you have goals and ambitions, that's related primarily to like education and career, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's men would not view that as something you bring to the table.
That
Men
is
don't
something I
care.
bring to the table. Your perspective and my
I
perspective
have
are
a
different.
Pokemon card collection. I bring that to the table.
That is a very different, that is not
But
an
I don't think,
accurate
like,
comparison.
Women don't give a fuck about. It's not worth anything. Women don't give a fuck about my Pokemon card collection. I don't actually have a Pokemon card collection, but
That's
But I don't
not
think
a
like
big
men want someone who's like lazy. Like they would want a woman who.
she can
will-
be.
Well, I just know I know a lot of men who wouldn't want someone lazy. Like they think ambitious is a good thing. Like they want
Not
to do something for
career.
themselves.
Men don't care about your money, your career. They don't care.
Well,
about
they just want to see
I
you
don't know
make
who
something
you
out of
know,
yourself.
but out of the people I know, yeah, that's a very important factor.
So
Really?
whenever,
Yes.
all the frat boys care.
I don't
Oh,
care
yeah,
about frat
she's gonna-
boys.
Oh yeah, man, she's a STEM major.
yeah, that's
Oh my
that
God, they don't
intelligence is
care.
hot.
Yes, intelligence
Do y'all
is hot.
agree?
Yes, being intelligent
agree.
is hot, but your ambition and the money that you're going to reap from said ambition.
I'm not talking about money.
What about
Career
Ben
and-
Shapiro? He brags about how his wife is a doctor all the time. He's successful.
Okay. Sure.
His wife is a doctor. It's a running joke.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that. Again, you can point to the exception to the rule, but I
Yeah,
think
it's not number one.
I'm just saying,
but
like, I feel like the type of
it's a
men
factor.
that I go for, I'm probably guessing that she goes for, like, they want ambitious, like, they like that we're
Ah.
ambitious. And
that's what they'll tell you because feminism has sold you on a lie that you must put career above all else.
That's not what we're
I'm not-
doing at
I'm
all.
telling you, your peers, even if they're your friends, are going to be terrified to ever challenge any of the mainstream narrative related to this. I'm telling you, if I don't know if you have any honest male friends. Well, there's two things here. There's your male friends, and then there's the guys who you're dating. I'm telling you, especially living in California, living in a liberal area, going to a liberal college. Trust me, men are really uncomfortable being honest. I'm telling you, men are really uncomfortable actually even putting forth even like milquetoast conservative positions. But
You are 20 years older than me. You don't know.
There's 18-year-olds
You
who are
don't
more
know
conservative than me.
exactly who I'm around. You don't know what our generation is like, and you don't know who I surround myself with. So
I think
you're
it's
blatantly
nurture
wrong,
I
and
think
that's
it's
okay.
sure, that's fine. I think it's nurture and nature. So I think just
Why are we going
you
back
can
to
say that there's a nurture that's occurring where these men are like basically brainwashed into believing this sort of thing. But I would say that if we're having a conversation about nature, not nurture, then men don't really care about the intellect is different than like your career. And also, here's what the other thing I would say. Do you think men lie?
Everyone
Yes.
lies.
Like, let me ask you a question. Let's say you as a woman or any woman is like really, really big on like college and really big on her career, and that's her primary focus. Do you think if a guy's like trying to have sex with her, you think it's gonna help him to be like, honestly, I like your personality. I think you're attractive. Don't give a fuck about your career. You think that's going to help him get
I'm
laid?
not trying to get with someone who's just trying to have sex. I want a relationship.
But the point is that men, like for example, if a girl has tattoos and the guy doesn't like tattoos, and it's not going to help him.
Then he's
get
not
the
going to get
girl.
with her if he doesn't like the tattoos.
Men will sleep with women that don't meet certain
So then you're
certain
just saying-
factors that are criteria.
Okay.
Well, she's like more liberal in a liberal area. I think liberal men actually do care if a woman has a job. 'Cause
I
they're
think
like,
even if
let's go 50-50. You have to work, I work. I don't want to provide for a woman.
But
But also, you're
that's
thinking like
economic.
ambition as just like career. Like we're just saying like we want to do something with our lives. Like we are striving to do something better
Even
for
that.
ourselves.
But even that, men, that doesn't. So if we're talking, that's good for you. Like I think it's fantastic.
But like you're just
No,
saying like, oh,
yes,
we're putting
I'm
our
not-
career over
I'm
everything.
not
Like you're
saying
making it
it's
seem like we're
bad.
so ambitious that
on.
like.
But I'm not
we're-
saying it's bad for you. Like I'm not saying it's bad for you guys. That's great, fantastic.
It's good for my partner.
Except
Do
I
you
would
think
say
that my boyfriend in 2025 wants to be the only person bringing money to the table and I can just spend whatever I want whenever? No. They want someone who's also contributing.
that might be the economic reality, but what I'm talking about here is attraction. And it doesn't, I don't think it's an attraction trigger in men. Men don't
I disagree.
care. Like, they might care from a pragmatic, economic, financial perspective, like, shit, rent's expensive, but not like, I'm more attracted to that woman because of her career. Whereas I would argue, you look at like status, for example. Status can do a lot of heavy lifting for a man. If he's rich and he has status, it can do a lot of heavy lifting.
1000%.
But like, for example, Beyonce, billionaire, I think. Beyonce is a billionaire, massive amounts of status, one of the most popular music artists of all time. You put her in a club next to like some baddie 21-year-old who has no money. I'm telling you, the guys in the club aren't looking at Beyonce like,
Well, I can promise you they are looking at Beyonce.
well, if they're gonna pick, they're picking the 20-year-old, 21-year-old.
I don't agree with that.
They
A
are.
lot of young guys, they like the cougars nowadays. I'm just saying.
Look,
Genuinely speaking.
I'm telling you.
They really do.
Yeah.
The times have changed. Honestly, they have.
But also, I kind of associate like intelligence also with ambition. Like if you're so intelligent, I feel like you would want to do something with that intelligence, and therefore you're trying to do something with your life, and that kind of equals like ambition. Like if you're saying like, oh, like men don't like women who are ambition, you're basically saying like they don't like women who are intelligent.
It's just not part of the equation. I'm not saying it's wrong that you're ambitious. My primary argument here is that it's great for you if you're ambitious, wonderful, but
A guy's not going to be attracted to someone who's lazy. If you just lay around and you don't do anything, they're not going to like that.
well,
So this question, what do you bring to the table? The only reason that I don't like it, and I don't know if this is the reason that you don't like it, is because every time that I have been asked this question, it had to do with my finances and my career. And that was why I didn't like to have that question asked.
Yeah.
oh, well, that's, I mean.
Yeah, no,
That's
she's
stupid.
right. I would agree with you on that.
Right.
Yes, yes.
Oh, yeah, but then that's a guy who actually cares about the finances or
I would agree
whatever.
with you on that. Yes,
But I
to her
mean-
point, yes.
Generally speaking, though, even young guys, it's really not a factor. It doesn't make you more attractive.
I mean, attraction comes first. It comes first for women as well. But that's not the only thing that anyone looks for in a relationship.
Well, okay, so do you guys think that there's perfect, in terms of what men want, what women want? It's just men want the exact same things
No.
as women.
No.
Is it fair to say that there's differences
Yes.
between what
Yes.
men find attractive, what women find attractive?
course.
Absolutely.
Right, so I think in this specific regard, I believe an asymmetry exists. I think women place way more value. I'm not saying it's the only thing. I'm not saying women are gold diggers. I'm not saying any of that. Women place more value on status. They place more value on ambition. They place more value on money, et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Men care far less.
That is true. That is
far
true.
less. I
Men
agree.
are extremely visual, and women, I mean, once again, things are definitely changing, but yes, fundamentally, I think women do tend to like men who are masculine or exhibit masculine qualities, who want to lead, provide, protect. And I think you're one of those guys. I mean, you just said, like, my woman is not going to have to worry about anything. Like, to me, that shows that you're a masculine man. You want to lead your woman, you want to provide for her, you want to protect her. So I agree with that wholeheartedly.